Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I need to start doing like a different intro or something because I feel like it's kind of boring. But anyway, I'll work on that in the next video. So, last video I talked to you guys, I just kind of gave you guys like a quick update about what was going. So pretty much that I no longer work at the post office and my blood pressure was actually doing a lot better and all of that fun stuff. So with the post office, I don't even know how to explain it completely. Like, it's one of those things where it's like I didn't quit, but it's like I was let go. I guess you can just say I was just let go because it just wasn't for me. I did apply for a different position there and I'm hoping to hear back from them. They just think that the clerk position might actually be more up to my speed instead of being carrier, but unfortunately I couldn't have just gotten the job and switched positions. I had to actually apply and then take all the testing again. So I'm literally just waiting for the email for the testing. But if not, then I have a plan B. So we're all good with that. But so, as far as it goes with my blood pressure, as you guys saw that it was somewhat in the normal stages for me to start fertility treatment. And the next step would be to, when I go on my cycle, I go in and they do the whole ovulation. But they check to make sure everything's okay with me. But instead of doing that, I'm going to go in and I'm going to talk to them because I've already done one round of Femera. I think that's what I'm on. They're not going to give me Clomid because that would be me backtracking, I guess. And they would have to start from the first dosage. But she said that I should be able to talk to the actual doctor about switching me. Instead of me taking the second dosage, I get bumped up to the third dosage. So then that way I can know if I need to do IUI a lot sooner than later, because I'm trying to have a baby next year and I'm trying to have it at the beginning of next year where I don't want to say where I get it out the way, but just that's my goal, is next year beginning. Let's see, it is currently April 26th, which Endgame came out today, and yeah, I want to see it, but I can't. But anyway, so technically, yeah, it's April. So I believe I would have my baby sometime in February or March, which I'm fine with. So I'm kind of just like, either way, I want it to be where I get pregnant now. I'm tired of waiting. It will be officially 3 years at the end of this month that we've been trying, and yeah, it's like I'm ready. Like everything's finally falling into place like how it should, and it's just a little more frustrating. Like Tim might be getting a better job. I might get another, I guess you could say like another raise or something. Not even a raise. I might just get like a promotion type thing. I switched to the family because it's better natural lighting. But anyway, so I'm hoping that that's what I can do, because like you guys know, like it just gets exhausting constantly trying for one to try and have a baby, because then everyone's like, oh, make sure you don't lose your excitement, make sure you keep it fun. You can only do so much, and it can only be fun for a certain amount of time. Like, it doesn't matter how often or how many times you try to make it where it's like a little more natural and more fun, and it gets boring after a while. It doesn't matter. It's like it no longer becomes fun. It's a job, and it's like that's what people need to quit telling others. Like, Tim and I were having issues in that department, and I went on one of my social groups and I was like, hey, what's some advice? And the first thing that everybody said was making it like it was my fault. They were like, oh, well, this is why we tell women not to do this. Are you dressing up? Are you doing this? And I was like, it's not me. It's like, so why are you, one, it's like I already feel bad about the fact that I can't have a baby on my own, that I have to go through fertility, and that I have to track all of this. So it's like there's enough stress on me as is. I don't need that extra stress of somebody else telling me that the reason why I'm having issues in intimacy is because I'm not doing my job. And it's like, that's so messed up. Like, I understand with some women, yes, that's what it's like, where it's like they don't, I don't even know how to say it without sounding inappropriate or whatever, but it's like they don't put out enough, or they don't spice things up. I like to spice things up. I'm fun that way. But he's very vanilla, just like how they said it on TV shows and all that. He likes what he likes. And if he starts to get bored, there's no way I can spice things up. Like, I can't go, hey, let's role play, let's do this, let's do that. Because he's like, no, I'm not okay with that. So in that department, it's like, there's nothing I can do. I'm trying to ask, like, how did you guys help make your husband more confident or more comfortable? Or, like, how did you guys work out that little drive? Because it's literally where it's like, people forget. It's like, if you're trying, it's like you're supposed to do it every other day until pretty much you get pregnant. So if we started 3 years ago, we've been trying to do it every other day, or every 2 days, or every 3 days. Either way, we're doing it multiple times a week in order for us to get pregnant. And it's like, realistically, yes, you do that in the beginning of your relationship when everything's new and fresh and you're all happy and everything's like, oh my gosh, sunshine, roses, and daisies. But it's like, now we've been married for literally 3 years. Our anniversary is the 16th. But it's like, we've been married for 3 years, and it's not boring, but it is a job. And people do need to remember that for us, trying to have a baby is not something that just comes naturally and easy. We have to work for it. We have to put our time into it. We have to put our emotions and everything into this. Does that mean stress yourself out about it? No. Does that mean blame your husband or your significant other and get into arguments? No. However, it's like, we have to work hard to try and achieve something. And so it no longer is like, oh, we're just doing this just for the fun of it. It's like, no, we have to track ovulation. We have to make sure, like me, I have no clue what my cervical mucus is like anymore. Like, it's completely out of whack. And I've been reading that some women take maca root powder to help theirs. And I'm like, how is it helping? Like, mine, I'm not going to say it's non-existent because it's there, but I've never gotten, at least I don't think I've gotten the, like, egg white, like, or the watery one. It's like, mine is either lotion or glue. And it's like, it sucks. Sorry, TMI for the people who are watching this, who are related to me, but it's like, it's, like I said, lotion or it's glue. It's like, there's no in between. There's no, oh, I finally have the egg white one, or or mine is just completely dry. It's like, no, it's those two. And it's so frustrating. Like, I don't get it, but that's something. It's like, we have to track. And it's like, if your partner is squeamish about that and think it's gross, then it's like, And if you're a big girl and you can't sit there and maneuver yourself to try and check it, or you decide you want to get claws done for your nails because you enjoy getting your nails done, it's like you literally have to try and, I'm not going to say scrape, but that's like the best way to describe it, the inside of your hoo-ha in order for it to work out. And then, like I said, like if your significant other doesn't want to do it, then you're kind of like, well, I gotta wait to see if I see it in my underwear or look for things. And like I read something too where it was like the different colors of like your discharge, and one of them was like, what was it? If it's like brownish red, you have an infection. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, brownish red? That doesn't make sense. It's like, because like if it's brownish red, that's like old blood, and that just means that it's either the ending or either beginning or something that's going on with your period or whatever. And it's like, so it's like, oh yeah, that's like infection. And then if it's yellowish green, it's infection. That one, I believe that one, because when you spit up stuff, if you're spitting up or hawking a loogie, and if it's like a yellowish green, you have an infection. And it's not bronchitis, but I think it's like a form of it or something. But anyway, so it's like body, I figured that one would work. But doing the whole old blood thing, that's why I can't look things up. So it's like I called and asked people. I was like, is this okay? It's like, once again, I don't even know how to fully explain it, but yeah, don't look up symptoms like that on the internet, because like I said, it said like infection, and then it was like sexually transmitted disease, and then next thing you know, it says cancer, and then death, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I was just trying to see if this is what implantation blood looks like, not all of that extra stuff. And it's like, I know a lot of the extra stuff, it's like, oh, if you have the way that it will say like, oh, you have cervical cancer, is if it's X, A, B, C, D, E things going on, and then all of those things added together will create the extra blood in your cervical mucus or in your discharge. Not, oh, you have that, then this is what it means. It's like, so, yeah. I stopped looking up things on the internet. As you can see, I'm a lot more talkative, and I'm a lot more bubbly and happy-go-lucky. I guess, well, not happy-go-lucky, but I did up my dosage myself, and then my doctor decided to up it too. She kind of gave me a lecture about doing it and how it's unsafe, and how next time I need to just call her, but I can't get a hold of her to call her, so it's like, I'm happy that I just did it on my own. Not saying you guys should do that, but I have a friend that is a nurse, and I talked to her about it, and I asked her questions about it, and she was like, oh yeah, she's like, you should be able to cut those pills in half, or do it this way, or like take half of this or a quarter of that, and you should be fine. It will just kind of, it'll do the same thing that the other one is doing, where it's going to help lower your blood pressure. But now I can go to the doctor and I can actually get the amount, the correct dosage that I needed. It was kind of just like to see, like, is this going to help me, or am I going to have to go full dosage? But anyway, yeah, that was a lot of talking. Like, what, 14, 15 minutes of talking? Which I think it's almost time for me to go back to work. As you can see where I work. I really don't care anymore. So, yeah. But anyway, so with that being said, I probably won't add another video to this, because this one's long enough anyway. But I will try my best to post another video sometime soon. Hopefully this weekend. I'm not going to post a video of my Disneyland trip. If I do that, it's going to be on Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, that's where you get to see it. I'm not going to post it on YouTube. So it seems like y'all don't like that. But anyway, so I will talk with you guys later. This was just like another rant update. Oh, something very important. I don't know if I told you. Maybe I did. That my appointment is May 20th. Well, yeah, I told you guys. My appointment's May 20th, so I can talk to them about my different dosages and all that stuff. So, May 20th. Hopefully I can post a video that day and show you guys some of the videos from it and the questions we asked. So at least that way, ones who are just starting out with trying to conceive, you can kind of know some of the questions that you should go and ask your doctor, which Tim's going to be there with me, so hopefully he'll ask them too. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.